7:30 this morning, we are tracking breaking news out of Pullman. According to the Pullman Police Department, Washington State University football safety Bryce Beekman passed away on Tuesday. No cause of death has been released at this time. Beekman was going into his redshirt senior season and started all 13 games for the Cougs in 2019. Beekman was a Baton Rouge native, and we are expecting more updates on this story from Whitman County Sheriff's Department at some point today. Now to other breaking news in Spokane. Our Nicole Hernandez is joining us live from the South Hill this morning, where police presence has been all around the area near Regal and 30th this morning. Good morning, Nicole.
Hey, good morning, Joshua. So in just the past few minutes, a lot has happened here. At first, it seemed like things were calming down, and then within just a few minutes, we saw police officers running with the police dog. Several got into their cars, and 3 cars sped off, and then an ambulance also. And since we've seen another police car pull into the 7-Eleven parking lot, looks like they actually put someone in the car, not arresting them, not detaining them, just had someone come with them in their car, and then they sped off in another different direction. We saw an ambulance just a minute ago speeding off in a different direction, so we're not really sure where all these people are headed, but we do know this all started with police looking for a black man with short hair who was about 5'5", over 200 pounds. He was wearing a gray t-shirt and blue shorts, and he threatened the clerk inside of this 7-Eleven after trying to steal food items. He threatened that person with a handgun and then took off. So since then, since around 5:30, police have been looking for that person with the police dog and a drone in the air as well. Now sounds like they might have a lead of some sort. They were zooming off and going somewhere at this point. So after this, we will try to see where they went and try to get you the latest information as soon as we get it. I'll send things back to you guys.
Nicole, thank you very much. We'll keep checking in with you throughout this morning. Of course, we continue this morning on Up with KREM with other news surrounding Governor Jay Inslee's stay-at-home order. Of course, that statewide order went into effect on Monday night for the public, but today it is set to go into effect for businesses at the end of business today. Washington follows at least a dozen other states throughout the U.S. that have now issued their own stay-at-home orders to try and stop the spread of COVID-19. Now, these orders are not total lockdowns, and federal law allows each state or city to decide its own rules when mandating residents stay home. Of course, you can see all of the other states with their own stay-at-home orders right now. For many Spokane businesses, this does mean that their doors will be closed for at least 2 weeks.
I understand the importance for shutting down and for everybody staying in their home, but I just know how devastating it is for our businesses.
Now, only essential businesses will be allowed to stay open. That includes grocery stores, banks, gas stations, and pharmacies. Restaurants offering takeout will also stay open, and state officials are urging residents to not rush to these essential businesses or hoard supplies. In addition to essential businesses, you can go outside, you can walk and exercise, but you are reminded that as you do that, keep at least 6 feet of distance from other people. Roads and public transportation are still open today, but travel is being discouraged unless it is for one of these essential trips. And of course, during this stay-at-home order, private and public gatherings are also banned. This includes church services, weddings, and funerals. And this stay-at-home order for non-essential businesses does go into effect, as we mentioned. It is the end of business today. If you'd like to know more about what this stay-at-home order specifically means for you, you can text the word HOME to our newsroom number at 509-448-2000. Of course, 7:34 this morning, we're going to check in with Jen York, who is joining us from home, practicing our own social distancing practices. She's going to fill us in on the latest on the Senate's economic stimulus package. Good morning, Jen.
Good morning, Joshua. Yeah, back in the studio, live in my kitchen here this morning. We've been hearing about this stimulus package for the past week or so, so let's get down to some details and what you need to know this morning. The Senate reached a deal overnight on a $2 trillion economic stimulus package, and that will provide financial aid to those impacted by the coronavirus pandemic. Now, there's still some loose ends that they need to tie up here. A vote is set today before it can be sent to the White House. President Trump will sign it into law before any funds will be sent out. Now, the details of the bill, it will provide $500 billion in loans for big businesses and nearly $400 billion in grants and loans for small businesses.
This package will be the single largest Main Street assistance program in the history of the United States. The single largest Main Street assistance.
And the bill also includes a one-time cash payment for most working Americans. Experts say up to $1,200 for individuals and $3,000 for the average family. And now it's also going to expand unemployment insurance from 26 weeks to 39 weeks in most states, boosting benefits by $600 per week. Now, the Senate reached the deal on the relief package, again, just hours after President Trump announced he wants the country back up and running again by Easter. Well, taking a look at the latest reports now across the state, here's 3 things you need to know this morning about coronavirus. The Washington State Department of Health reports there are now 33 cases in Spokane County. No deaths, though, are being reported. Some people were hospitalized, but leaders announced 27 now confirmed cases in Grant County. Statewide, there are just under 2,500 cases of coronavirus, including 123 deaths. Now, a SeaTac International Airport worker, a TSA officer, tested positive for COVID-19. The officer last worked on the morning shift on March 21st at Checkpoint 5. The checkpoint is currently being closed right now for additional cleaning. All state parks in Washington will be closed for at least 2 weeks starting today. The closure includes all state-managed parks, wildlife areas, and water access areas. Entrance gates and facilities will be closed, and on-site public services will be suspended. Now, this is being done to follow the stay-at-home order. Essential staff, however, will be present to preserve and protect resources. Camping and other overnight accommodations on state-managed recreation lands will remain closed through April 30th. And happening today, Washington Governor Jay Inslee will make a decision on whether to ban single-use plastic bags. The bill passed the legislature already, and it prohibits stores from offering plastic bags. It will place an 8-cent fee on paper bags. Now, even though the bill has seen overwhelming support, Governor Inslee is encouraged to veto the bill right now due to COVID-19 concerns. Many argue that reusable bags are not sanitary. Now, on the west side, several cities with similar laws are waiving fees right now as stores ask customers not to bring in reusable bags. Now, the governor is expected to make his decision later this afternoon. Well, our coverage will continue this morning on Up with KREM. You can always text HOME to 509-448-2000 for more information on the coronavirus outbreak and what the stay-at-home order means for our day-to-day lives. Now, in the meantime, we are waking up to some snow on the ground this morning, some spring snow. And for more on that, we want to check in with Evan Arani live from his living room. Good morning, Evan.
Good morning, Jen. Yes, happy Wednesday morning. We're starting off the day with quite a bit of snow on the ground in some spots, whereas here on the South Hill, it's only about a dusting, maybe between a dusting and an inch, though some viewers in Post Falls, for example, and off toward North Idaho have reported several inches of snow, up to about 2 inches in some spots. So I want to walk you through what we have on satellite radar right now. This is just the radar image that shows a little bit of green in there, meaning some rain down towards south central Washington, a little bit of snow in the about eastern Washington and North Idaho region. When I give you a closer look, it's all coming down as snow right now, though we'll switch over to rain by the afternoon as those temperatures make their way to the 40s. An afternoon high today of 46 degrees. That's what we're going for, meaning that although it is snow now, it can easily turn over to rain and then kind of quickly cause that snow to melt on the ground. We'll also see partly cloudy conditions from about tonight into tomorrow afternoon and really through your Friday morning. So we enter quite a dry streak by this evening that will allow a lot of that snow to melt off. In just a few minutes, we'll talk in more detail about what we expect for the remainder of your work week and into your weekend. That is coming up in just a bit. For now, I'll send things over to Dana Marie. Good morning.
Good morning, Evan. Yeah, I'm broadcasting live from my room for the 3rd day in a row, and I'm here answering commonly asked questions about the coronavirus. They're coming in live into my computer right now from you at home. One that I'm seeing over and over again is, are pot shops considered essential businesses under the stay-at-home order? And I can tell you, no. Yes, they are. Liquor stores and marijuana dispensaries are considered essential businesses. So the state lists essential critical infrastructure workers specifically points to workers supporting groceries, pharmacies, and other retailers that sell food and beverages. Another question coming into our newsroom is, can I go to state parks if I practice social distancing? That is a great question. Unfortunately, the answer to that is no. Starting today, all state parks in Washington will be closed at least for 2 weeks. The closures include all state mandated parks, wildlife area, and water access area as well. So I'm here to just give you some of the facts, calm those fears. If you want a full list of essential businesses that are open or closed this morning, text us the word HOME at 509-448-2000. You'll get that right to your own phone, so then you could read the list for yourself and figure out and get some more information about this. All right, I'll send it to you, Joshua.
Now, Dana Marie, I really do want to stress something that you said. You get these questions in right now. We can answer these questions right now. And sometimes the situation for some of these questions changes pretty quickly, right? You referenced state parks. That changed this week.
Yeah, exactly, and that's why this texting feature is so great, because right from your own home you can ask us these questions, and we're all working individually different areas from our home, but we're answering the questions. I mean, I got questions. Are our coffee shops going to be open? Yes, those are going to still be open. What about laundromats? Yes, those will remain open. Dentists, veterinarian clinics as well. But on the other hand, we had someone ask about gun shops. Those are non-essential and those will be closed. And we're able to send people information instantly so they can get it right on their phone while they're watching with us at home.
Well, Dana Marie, thank you for joining us from your home. We appreciate the update this morning, and we'll see you back here in just a little bit. We'll take a quick break right now. We'll be right back here on Up with KREM.